when I first saw it, I was just astounded by the depth of juvenile behavior coming out of the White House. It's no secret that we're dealing with a bigoted and racist regime in the White House. But every weekend we are, the American people, put in a position where we have to respond to something very cruel or something extremely off-putting that this administration does. It's a part of their MO at this point. Mm-hmm. We've gone through a year of this already, and so we know who we're dealing with. It's unfortunate. Here we are, the beginning of Black History Month, and we get the drips and drabs of how they are, removing anything that speaks to the history of Black Americans in our federal agencies, our federal parks, how, they being Donald Trump and those who enable him, continue to really create a hostile environment for Black Americans to live in.
Opinion.
I think what it indicates in President Trump and his administration taking down the video is that he heard from Republicans in the House and in the Senate what the impact of this is on their constituents, and that was a calculated move that did nothing to help them as the country reels from incident to incident with this administration, the anxiety of the people rising each and every day. And, we think that you're beneath humanity is a bridge too far for many of my colleagues. And I'm happy that they stood up. But, as my mother would say, too late, mercy's gone. We need to make sure that the American people understand that Donald Trump is a racist, he's a bigot, and he will continue to do things in his presidency to make that known. It will be violent, it will be harmful, and only we have the power to stop him, because we have the votes in the United States of America. I guess I'm so cynical with respect to this administration that, my hope is that we can contain the harm that they're doing. There are Black children who are listening to their president of the United States. They're seeing what he's posting on Truth Social, and they can't relate to it, but it will have an impact on how they view leadership of their own country. And he needs to be, and their friends and their allies, because young people in our country live in a multicultural society. They embrace one another's differences, and they engage with one another in a way that generations before them have not.